Welcome back. Joining me right now in our studio is Christelle Plamondon, singer-songwriter and...
Extraordinary.
Yeah. Welcome once again to Rendezvous, Christelle.
Thank you for inviting me.
Every time you come on our show, which is, we try at least once a year to schedule you on because we always have so much fun.
I know, we have a good time together.
Yeah. Right now, we've known each other for years, and I think that's one of the main reasons where the chemistry is there, because it's more a conversation than an interview. Over the last year, what have you done? I heard that there's been quite a few new plans in your career, as well as a lot of the stuff that happened.
Yeah, it's been a fun year. It's been I've done a lot longer tours than I've ever done. I did Louisiana again, but this year I did 3 weeks for the first time. I brought my kids with me, and we did some major festivals and toured around. It was heartbreaking to leave, but I was homesick for Canada.
Were you? Okay.
Yeah.
So that was 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
Louisiana.
Yeah, in May, and I'm invited back in '95 to do actually 4 weeks. I'm going down to Alabama and Georgia and Texas and Louisiana. So I might be a Southern girl.
Well, your style of music, of course, is something they just crave down there.
But yeah, but the audiences are so different. Like when I come back, I feel really let down. I feel spoiled because the people there are so into it, Yeah. They're standing up and dancing and clapping, and little kids and grandmas, and the main thing is music, whereas in Canada it's more sports.
Yeah, yeah. It's something that people will observe and will take in. They enjoy it, but they're not going to participate in as much as
they spend their last dime on concert tickets, on cassettes and CDs, whereas in Canada people spend more to go to a hockey game, rodeo.
Yeah.
So it's fun. And then in August I did a tour of Southern Ontario. I did Mariposa Folk Festival, and that was a lot of fun. They put me on their compilation CD. So.
Wow! Oh, good.
Yeah, I start off the CD with "On va faire le reggaeton," so it's kind of exciting. It was a good time.
Excellent. Well, your show is always so upbeat. I mean, with the style of music again, and even your presence on stage is something that people will automatically be drawn to, and it doesn't matter. I remember a few years ago, you were at First Night, and people walking in the hallway would just be drawn in from the energy that was in the room at the time, because of all the great music that you have.
Well, thank you. Well, I think it's because I'm just what you see is what you get, and I think it's people aren't stupid. Eventually they're gonna pick out the phonies and the real people. It's just real what I do. It's just talking about everyday things and things that matter to me, and it's a family orientated, and yet I can do a show in a club and everybody can relate to it. It's just fun.
Right. Definitely music has been part of your life, like your entire life.
Yeah.
Is it something that you grew up with even in your family, as far as any other member of the family sing or?
My brother, there's just my brother and I, and he's married and has 4 kids, but he still has a weekend band.
Oh, yeah.
And still does that. My whole family, my dad's family is huge. We have family reunions, and we have like music from 9 till 4 in the morning.
Wow.
Everybody has a band, and that's where I learned that, And so I thought if I could just bring that kind of music, that kind of fun, like a big family party of singing and dancing and having fun, and bring it to the stage and sell it. I think people that don't have families, or because people live in cities, sometimes their family's far away, and it kind of brings them closer to home.
Yeah.
And so now my kids are in the band with me. I bring them on the road, and my daughter plays violin and she sings. My son sings also, and now I'm afraid they're getting the bug. I might have to quit and manage their career. I don't know.
Yeah. Is that something you would want your kids to do? Because there's no doubt that throughout the years, and it's not an easy career to be in.
No.
On the road all the time, sometimes working, sometimes not working. Is that something that you personally would want your kids to be involved in?
Well, it's a hard way to make an easy living.
Yeah.
But it's so much fun. Like, what I love is people, and like coming here and talking to you. It's like that's the best. I love doing interviews and meeting people, and that's the funnest part. But I don't want to stop them. It's not a good life. It is, but it isn't.
Right.
But no insurance, and when you get sick, there's no there's no unemployment,
no
and there's no
plan.
sick pay, no dental plan, and. But if they want to do it, I don't want to stop them, But I think if they want to do it, I think I'd probably stick my nose in there and manage them, so that there's a lot of sharks. Even though there's a lot of good people, there's still a lot of sharks. So I'd probably stick my nose in there and manage them.
Yeah. We talked a bit about the changes that happened. One of them is that you live in Plamondon, Plamondon, and also you are currently writing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's well, I'm here today. No, I think it's stressful. It's not what people expect, you know. And it's like I'm not a writer where I could say, okay, today I'm writing. So it's like I go, okay, today I have nothing to do. I'm really writing. It's like, oh my God, nothing's
Writer's
coming
block.
out, you know?
Yeah.
And if I'm on the road or something to an interview or going to work, it's like, oh my God, a song's coming to me. So I'm kind of stressed out because I'm like, I want to be writing and it's stressful.
You're trying to force it out.
I'm trying to be de-stressed to write and it's stressing me out that I can't write. So, but that's what I'm doing right now. I'm putting a new show together for 95. I have new management and just taking, I think, my career in a different perspective and moving along where I want to be. And it's been 5 years already since I got my band together and really put my first album. So it's time, I think, to change direction. And
what inspires you the most?
Oh my God. Actually,
now I'm down to the tough questions.
It's an easy question. When I get up and I see the sun and the beautiful, I live in the country, so I see the sun and the sky and just the nature, I think, wow, we're lucky to be alive, number one, you know?
That's very true.
And
do you find that it's easier for you to write like the ballads versus, or do you put the music together as well? Like how is it that you put a song together from your perspective?
well, usually, you know, I'm not a Dolly Parton, where Dolly Parton is so, you know, she's, well, my feet are a lot bigger than hers. But, you know, she's such a writer. She's a writer, you know, like Sting or whatever. They'll sit down, they'll just write and flows,
they'll just go
you know?
on and on.
For me, it comes both at the same time, music and lyrics. And I just started, like on my second album, Carpe Diem, I started for the first time, I can write music to a poem, and that's just been new. So that's kind of wild, you know. So I just been trying that, but usually I'll never just write lyrics. I can write music easier, but I just been starting. People have been sending me lyrics, and it's kind of starting to flow. I'm not. I don't think I'm real lyrical, because I'm like, you've done it, you know. I hear the music first.
How does that make you feel when people start sending you lyrics? Like, I mean, obviously,
I'm flattered.
Yeah, exactly, because they've got to believe that you can deliver the message that they want in their words. So obviously they.
Well, it's flattering because that's really personal, you know. That's wow, they trust that with me. So I'm flattered, and I wish I could write music to everything, but some things don't click with you, you know. And
exactly.
And for me, I'm a real passion person, and it's like doing anything I'm passionate. I gotta love that dress, and I'll buy it, you know, and I gotta love that. So for me, I have to fall in love with it. Then I can sing it easier.
Yeah.
And then it becomes really good, a real part of me.
Okay, Christelle, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to go over to Claude's restaurant, where he has once again another recipe. And then after that, we will be back with Christelle and also her video. Stay with us. We'll be right back.